This summer in Wellington has been an interesting one. We've had some really great days, some good viz, warm water, and the fish life around has just been insane at times. But we've also had some really cold days, some big southerlies that have come through, and this has made the spearfishing really hard at times. As per usual, the main target species for me in summer are snapper. Like other summers, the snapper often start quite slow. We start to get these kind of small pannies, and you often find them on the weed lines. I find you can sometimes hunt these snapper with no cover by just sitting on the bottom, waiting, and maybe doing a little bit of scratching. Other times they can be really dumb and you just land straight down on top of them. In this clip there was this eagle ray that was on the burley, and just as I got there it spooked. I thought this would have cleared everything out, but you can see these three little snapper that just stayed there looking straight at me, which was quite unusual. insane day at Kapiti where I was burleying a weed line and this 7-gill shark came in on the burley, and it's just amazing how dumb the snapper get when there's a shark in the mix. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's that they feel safe around the shark, but they don't seem to spook in the same way that they normally would. You can see in some of these clips how I'm not using cover, I'm not sneaking up on them or anything like that. I'm just seeing snapper and shooting snapper. Another great thing about hunting snapper are the other species that you can run into. The most common one being John Dories, since they love to hang out on the weed lines. Another great species that you can sometimes run into are these big trevally. Sometimes they can be quite smart like a snapper, and other times they're a little bit more curious, a bit like a kingfish, I guess. This last John Dory was a really nice big one. I think it weighed about 2.5 kilos. And I was pretty stoked to pick it up because it was after a hard day where so far I hadn't shot anything. And I found this on the last dive of the day. I haven't shot quite as many of the bigger Wellington snapper as I did last year, but here's a few of the ones I got on footage. There's a few others that I didn't film either.
I guess you do kind of blend in.
In this clip, I miss a real good sized snapper and I still don't know what I actually did wrong. To really finish the summer off on a high note, I had probably the best day of spearfishing in New Zealand I've ever had with my mate Eddie. It was just a couple of hours after work at Marketer. We had lots of big snapper around, lots of big trevally and a couple of kingfish, and then to really top things off, Eddie went down for his last dive of the day and shot this beast of a 25-pound snapper. A fish this size is pretty amazing for Wellington because it's really hard to get fish kind of over the 5-6 kg mark. So 11.5 kg snapper out of Wellington, it really is a fish of a lifetime. And it's definitely a fish I'll be chasing for the next couple of years.